The festive season is fast approaching, and if you're planning to go adventurous this festive season, don't worry, we have got you covered with our list of the top 5 adventure bikes to buy this festive season. And let me take this opportunity to wish all our viewers a very happy and safe Diwali from all our members at Team Acko Drive. So the first option in this list is the Hero XPulse 210. It is a great stepping stone if you want to start your adventure journey. The new updated 210cc engine gets liquid cooling and an extra 6 gear. So in terms of performance, the new 210 is much better than the older motorcycle, does the touring bit well, but more importantly, it is great off-road. The chassis has also been redesigned. It feels much more stable and more capable compared to the older motorcycle. And of course, it gets a bunch of new features at a very good price point. So if you want to start your adventure journey, the Hero XPulse 210 is your best bet. But if you want something fast, capable and more rewarding, the KTM 390 Adventure is a good option because the new motorcycle is completely different compared to the older bike. It's a new engine, new frame and completely different. The new 399cc engine offers you a lot of power, has better low-end torque compared to the older bike. Also, the new chassis makes it lighter, feels the weight distribution is better, but more importantly, you get a proper long travel suspension which is adjustable. So you can adjust the suspension based on your need and the kind of riding you want to do. And not to forget, there are a lot of features. You get a nice TFT instrument console with navigation, there is cruise control, there is traction control and there is a quick shifter. So as you can see, the new KTM 390 Adventure comes properly loaded. And not to forget, it also gets tubeless spoke wheels. So if you want to adventure but want something fast, something quick and something very rewarding, the KTM 390 Adventure is the right pick for you. On the other end of the spectrum is the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. Yes, it is not as quick or as engaging to ride as the KTM 390 Adventure, but it has its own fortes. First and foremost, the comfort. The riding triangle of the motorcycle is very upright and nice. The stock suspension is very good. Comes with a good 450cc engine which can help you cruise at speeds above 120 kph very easily and in a very calm manner. Again, in terms of features also, the TFT screen with the Google Maps is a nice addition, but not to forget is the handling dynamics. Yes, it is a big motorcycle, but the Himalayan 450 does corner very well. But if you want to go two-up riding, I think there is no other adventure bike in the segment which offers you the comfort which the Himalayan 450 offers in terms of the seat space, in terms of the ride quality, and not to forget the luggage options. So if you want an adventure motorcycle to go touring, the Himalayan 450 is just perfect for you. But if you want a motorcycle in between the Himalayan 450 and the KTM 390 Adventure, I think the Triumph Scrambler 400 is a great option. Scrambler motorcycle makes it easy to ride in the city. It feels lighter compared to the proper adventure bikes. The riding posture is comfortable. The suspension is good because the ride quality is also nice. And the 400cc engine is very rev happy and is very engaging to ride. So if you want a motorcycle which is good on the highway, good in the city and want to do mild off-roading, the Scrambler 400X makes a lot of sense. And next up is a new kid on the block, which is the Kawasaki KLX230. Yes, this motorcycle was launched more than a year back, but recently it has been localized for the Indian market and that has seen the pricing of this motorcycle come down under 2 lakh rupees. And for that price point, the KLX230 is a very, very capable bike. Yes, it's not a proper adventure motorcycle, more on the lines of a off-road or a motocross bike, but in terms of off-road capability, it is great. In fact, I think it is even better than the XPulse because it is much lighter. So if you want to do proper off-road riding, trail riding or go around a motocross track, the KLX230 is a great option because it kind of opens up a new avenue for Indian bikers. But the Kawasaki quality remains to be checked because this engine is new for the Indian market. The second aspect is the after sales because Kawasaki's service cost is comparatively more expensive than Indian brands. But if you want something which is very capable, light and want to just have fun, the KLX230 is a good option. On the same lines, if you want something fun and thrilling, a good alternative is the KTM 390 Enduro R. I know it is not as popular as the other 390 siblings, but if you want a motorcycle which is very different, proper off-road, the 390 Enduro R makes a lot of sense. Because as a motorcycle segment, Enduros have not been very popular. I think it is one of the first motorcycles to come in this segment to give you a feel of a proper Enduro motorcycle. My personal favorite about this motorcycle is that the way it performs. That engine feels so lively on this bike because it is so lightweight. The acceleration is almost on par as the second gen KTM 390 Duke or even the first gen 390 Duke. It feels properly exciting, properly KTM like. Plus, because it is lighter, narrower compared to the 390 Adventure, it is more capable off-road. Yes, it is not a great tourer because of the small fuel tank and the knobby tires. I think that's a compromise that you can live with, because if in terms of pure off-road performance, the 390 Enduro R will absolutely thrill you. So these were our pick for the top 5 adventure motorcycle that you can buy this festive season. Which motorcycle are you looking out for the most? Which has got you the most excited for? Luckily, KTM and Triumph both have absorbed the price hike, which means the pricing of the motorcycle is still at the older 28% GST. Royal Enfield has increased the price for the Himalayan 450, so it becomes more expensive. So this is our list of the top 5 adventure bikes that you can buy this festive season. Let us know in the comments what's your take on the list. As always, ride safe, happy Diwali, stay safe.